Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is day 14 of the push to top 100. And before we get into my attacks, I just wanted to show you my defense log for 1 second. And as we scroll through, you'll see that High Legends is absolutely dominated by one strategy. And that is the RC Walk Root Rider strategy. And there's many different variants of this strategy here, but the version with the Troop Thrower recently just started taking off this season. And today, I'll show you all of my hits and explain why this variant is the best version. I'll walk you through how I'm thinking about each attack, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, first base here, this is an Invis base. These aren't super tough, we just have to use a log launcher. I'm going to start my RC on the top side here because it's less likely to be baited. Then I'll use the log launcher, my king and queen on the bottom side here to push my root straight into the core. So that's the plan here. Just going to start my RC on this side here. Just let her walk. And on 7 I place the Invis. We'll see where she decides to go. I just need this corner to be funneled here. Don't need any crazy value. And we have the Rocket Spear in the RC, because the Rocket Spear lets you get the additional DPS boost, the passive DPS boost just from the equipment. And also, I'm going to use an Invis here just to make sure she stays alive. Just picking up the Monolith, which is really good for us. So the Rocket Spear has the passive DPS boost, and it also lets you snipe Town Halls very easily. So it's definitely the best equipment for your RC walks. Next, King and Queen go in here. Gonna put some super barbs and these goblin guys to tank on this side, and I want to push my king into this bottom compartment here, which is why I'm funneling that stuff out over there. Now we're using an ice golem. Root Rider's in here. We're placing the log launcher super far in the front because we don't need it to make it all the way into the core. We just want it to activate the Invis tower before all my Root Riders reach that bottom area. So now my king's going in here using the Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots to open up all those walls and pretty much break open the funnel out that entire bottom side. Now we're using Warden ability as everything enters into the core. And let's see. I'll overgrowth this area here to push all my roots back into the bottom side. So I want them all to stick together. RC ability, going to be using it when all my troops are in the core here, so it stays behind and doesn't walk forward too much. And I'll use all the rest of the troops down here to support. Nice, this is looking really good for us. Still have all the healers alive. Queen, Giant, RC. The Yetis are coming out over here. So that's really nice for us. This looks like a triple to start off with the day. And yeah, these Invis bases are pretty easy for Root Riders. Nice, and look at how many troops I still have up here. This is why this army is just so dominant. It's pretty hard to bait against. I mean, especially with the 5 Invis nowadays. Before we get into the next attack, just wanted to shout out everybody who joined my Discord yesterday and asked me any questions. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a Discord-only video where I answer all of your guys' questions that you sent to me. So if you want to participate in that, make sure you click on the link in the video description, join my Discord, and ask me any questions that you have. And I'll answer any that I feel like are interesting. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Tapin's server. A lot of people have been asking me for bases, and unfortunately this season, because I'm pushing, I'm not going to be uploading any of my custom builds. Those will be next season, but if you guys want really high quality Legends bases, go check out his server as well. I'll link it in the video description as well. Alright, next base here. This is honestly a really common base, and I've hit it a bunch of times, so I'm just going to do the same exact method this time as well. Using the RC on this bottom side just to form a funnel. King and Queen on the top side here, and King and Queen to take out the Town Hall compartment. And then I put all my Root Riders in on this left side here and push them into the core. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Starting my RC on this side. When the clock hits 7, use the Invis. Actually, technically it's when the clock hits 6, but I just do it when I see the number 7. Because I probably have like a half a millisecond of delay between when I see it and actually place the invis, so it's a good rule of thumb for me. Alright. That's all the value that we need here. Just gonna pick her up there because we don't need anything else. King, queen down on this side. Gonna use the wall breaker there to push my king in. And I might as well just use the king ability early because I just want to make sure that everything goes, opens up all the walls and takes off a lot of the damage over there for my king. Now we're going to use an early rage here just to keep everything alive. Okay, the funnel's kind of getting set here. A lot of them are going up a little bit because my queen got stuck on some of the troops there. But now we're going to use the warden ability, using the troop thrower as well, to make sure my healers get protected in the core. Then as soon as the Eternal Tome wears off, I'm going to overgrowth all of this over here to push my troops back into the same direction. Using the spear in the middle of the base, then we'll use the goblins and the super barbs to support on the back end here, and take away some of the damage from the main push in the middle. Alright, we still have 2 invises here and 1 free spell. So let's see how we can use this. Probably just going to use it to support my my RC here. Yeah, she's taking a bit of damage here, so I'm going to use it there. Alright, looks like a bunch of stuff is going in the front to tank, so that's really good for us. Another invis there to keep the RC alive. And I'll probably just use the last one on the monolith if she gets targeted. Yeah, I'll just use it now just to be safe. Yeah, she's getting targeted there, but this is another triple here, so that's good. I think probably could have used my queen ability a little bit earlier just to get rid of this top compartment right here. And if that got taken out earlier, then my roots would just path straight into the rage area instead of the town hall. And it's always important to learn, even from attacks at 3-star. Alright, next base here. I think I hit this yesterday, or maybe a few days ago, but the way that I did this was enter in my RC on this side up here, take out some of these buildings, then I put my roots into the monolith compartment, king and queen on the bottom side here, and then I overgrowth this back end. So let's do that. Just gonna let my RC walk super far. She's not gonna be under a bunch of fire here. I don't think this side is trapped. So, okay. Yeah, Fox is staying alive here, so that's really good for us. We just want her to walk down to this side here. I was a little bit late with that invis, but it's alright. Need some archers there to clear out that stuff. Alright, next invis. Think she can walk all the way down to the cannon. If the fox keeps cycling. Okay, the fox dies. That's alright, though. We'll take the cannon, because that's still really good value. And after this, let's just pick her up, because she's getting stuck on the enemy RC, so that's not... We don't need her to take that out. King here, queen there. Then wall break here. Gonna use 2 super barbs there to funnel my king in here. Since I'm using the earthquake boots, I'm really being careful about how I use my king, because I want him to go into the base instead of just wasting his earthquake ability on the outside. So right there opens up the entire base there. I will rage everything up as they enter into this core, but we're not going to use our warden ability yet, since it's not a bunch of damage yet. Now we'll use our warden ability. Wow, my RC went to ability super early. That's not great for us. Should be okay though. Just rage everything up again and then put an invis as well to protect, since there's a lot of damage here. Queen, go into ability, that's fine. We'll let her go to ability there. And then I'm going to overgrow this to keep all my troops going down to the bottom side. And then I'll use all these goblins and the super barbs down here. Freezing this up here to make sure everything stays alive. And yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Not the best execution. My RC got targeted really early and I didn't see it. If I had seen that, then I would have just made sure that, I put a freeze or something just to make sure that her ability didn't go off so early. Nice. So another triple here. That's great for us. Ooh. This is a really tough base. This is the crispy base. I know that this top side right here is baited. So what I'll do is I'll enter from this bottom side here. Then I'll put my king and queen up here to take the town hall, push everything into the core, and maybe overgrowth. We'll see. We'll see what we overgrowth on the backside. So RC down on this side here. Ooh, I thought she was going to go for the expo. That's kind of a misplay, but there's not a bunch of damage here, so I'll just let the fox cycle one more time. Alright, now next invis. We don't really need a bunch of value here. Ideally, just taking out the scatter shot, and that should be good enough for us. Alright, using the last invis here. Then I'll just pick her up right after that. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. I don't really need anything. I'll use Baby Drag here to funnel. Queen, Ice Golem, King, Wall Breaker, and then I'll use one of the goblins and a Super Barb to take out that. Hopefully my king walks inside. Perfect, that's what we want. Now, Ice Golem, rest of my roots, and pretty much just like the whole army there. Alright, king just gonna open up everything over there with the Earthquake Boots. Now we're using our RC on the bottom. Nice, king and queen are doing a really good job of taking that side out. I'm gonna use my queen ability super early as well. And then as everything enters into this area, I'll use my warden ability. Nice. So you see how the heroes took out the top side super early for us? So that made it really easy to push the roots into the direction that we wanted. Now we're going to overgrowth this, push everything back into the top side where we want them to stay together. And then I'll use these goblins and the super barbs to support on the back end here and take away some of the damage from the top. RC's in the core, so we'll use her ability here. Still 2 invises. I don't really need these, to be honest. We'll see, we'll see. I'm just going to save them in case my RC gets targeted on the backside. So when these things kind of open up a little bit, or when the overgrowth reactivates, then I'll use these to support my RC. Gonna freeze this because not really that worth it to use the invis, since let's see, can my fox get another cycle here? Okay, yeah, fox got another cycle. Perfect. Alright, yeah, we don't need this last invis, but I'll just use it. Speed up the cleanup a little bit and just protect my RC. Nice. This base is pretty tough, but as long as you know how to approach it the right way, then it should be good. Also, this guy changed the traps. The original traps were over on this side, but next base here. This is another invis base. I mean, these bases are just pretty easy as long as you approach them correctly. So I'm gonna switch instantly to the log launcher. We don't want to make any mistakes here. RC on this side, because it's easier to funnel this side with my RC. The other side is pretty wide and big, so I can do that with the king and queen. Oh wow, RC takes a bunch of damage. Just put the invis again. Let's see where she goes. Down this way? Alright, that's all the value I need, to be honest. Just gonna pick her up right there. Don't need to get too greedy. Ooh, unfortunate. Use 2 super barbs there to clean. Then queen here. King here, using another super barb to funnel that side. Then I want to send my king into this compartment here. Nice, ice golem there to support. Then the other ice golem. Rest of my roots on this side. And I'll use the log launcher super far in the front. Make sure everything's, staying alive. And activating the invis early. King ability now, because he's getting targeted by that monolith. Don't really want that to take a bunch of damage. Alright, this tornado trap is actually perfect for us because it's holding up our troops here so that they don't enter into the core when the invis is still active. Now we use the warden ability and rage everything up as they enter into that core area. This base is absolutely crushed already, I can already tell. I mean, everything in the core here. Now we use the RC ability. Gonna overgrowth this here. Ooh, queen's going to ability, that's fine. We'll just invis that. Use the goblins and the super barb on the top. Invis this stuff in the middle again. Yeah, I don't really need this. This base is absolutely crushed. I think this style is even easier than the typical invis base because this side there's not a bunch of damage or traps on that side. So it made it super easy for me to just push everything in. with my king. I think you can even, I mean, you can do the same with the snake bracelet as well. I just prefer the earthquake boots because it opens up the walls as well. So that way my queen, like for example, my queen walked all the way up here into the monolith compartment because all those walls were broken for her. So she was able to take that out and the CC, which is really great for us. But nice. Regardless, it's a triple. Alright, this is the crispy base again. And I think this time the traps are the original traps because I'm pretty sure that's where the Giga Bomb is. Regardless though, we're gonna enter into this side because usually the Giga Bomb is opposite of the NATO trap. And that's definitely a lot more dangerous for us than the Giga Bomb. Giga Bomb will just kill the Fox. But honestly that's alright for us. We don't really need the Fox. We just need a few cycles from it, but after that should be good. Oh, and the Fox isn't even getting targeted. That's perfect. Just the RC. And the RC has self-healing from the Electro Boots, so she should just stay alive here. Not take too much damage, so that's really great. And I'll pick her up here, because I want the Fox to stay alive if possible. Let's see. Super Barb here. Queen, King here. Ice Golem, and a Wall Break to open up that compartment. And enemy King's walking forward, which is really great for us, because we can just take that out with a Headhunter. Then all the roots in on this side. And King's gonna walk in soon. I'll funnel this out so he goes in for sure. Being patient with my Warden ability here. Alright, King ability here to open up everything. And Warden ability as everything enters into the core. I'll place the Troop Thrower as well. A little bit unfortunate. I think my Queen took a bit of a different path this time, which is fine. Gonna overgrowth this on the back end, take away the Rage. And also make sure my roots all path into the same side here on the top. Then use the RC ability in the middle, Goblins, and all the Super Barbs on the back end. And yeah, this is looking crushed as well. Again, I still have 3 spells that I can use. We'll see. Probably just, again, on the RC when the Overgrowth reactivates. Use the Invises first because the Monolith probably isn't going to target my RC as early. Yeah, I'll use the Invises here to, yeah, the traps are all on the side. Using the Invis there to protect the healers from the Multi-Inferno. Oh, Monolith targeting my RC. Whatever, it's fine. She's going to die anyways. Then I'll freeze up this big damage here. Use my Queen ability. Wow, I mean, so many troops left still. Hopefully my roots can, like, kind of go in here, because I want them to, open up this compartment for my Queen to reach in and take the Monolith. Yeah, okay. Nice, nice. That's looking good. This base is quite tough if you don't approach it correctly, because the Rage Towers, like, double Rage bases in the middle, are always pretty hard. But this is definitely the best way to hit this base. Alright. Interesting. This is a poison base. Double poison ring base. I want to enter into one of the flat sides. Don't want to enter into the... This is what I'll do. I'll RC charge this top compartment here. Starting here. Ooh. Some Teslas. That's fine. Hopefully it's not too trapped. As soon as I take out this this side here, I'll use an Invis if I need to redirect my RC. Just need the Inferno Tower here. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna use a redirect there because I want him... Oh shoot. He's walking very strangely. Okay, and then I'll use the last Invis here. Oh, this funnel's not made super well. It's not a great funnel for us. Alright, gonna just pick her up there. That's fine. Queen here. King here. And I want to enter into this, like, narrower side here. That way the roots kind of stay together a bit more. The damage isn't as concentrated as the wide side. And use a Troop Thrower here. Use an early Rage, keep everything alive. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I might hit to Overgrowth. We'll see, we'll see. King ability to open up everything. Warden ability as everything enters into the core. Still looking fine right now. Then I'll overgrowth whatever on the back end is a bunch of damage. So probably like this right here. Even though my heroes are splitting up, it's fine because it's kind of a narrower path here. I'm gonna use the goblins here and the super barbs to support on that side. This is not a good attack. This is pretty messy, but I think we still got it here because my queen still has ability. And I still have a freeze to support anything on the back end. So I'm gonna try and distract this cannon with some archers. Yeah, this looks like a triple still. Not a clean attack at all though. Definitely should have started my RC on a different side because that side with the clan castle troops is pretty easy to kind of mess up the pathing a bit. But now we know. And what I'm doing now, I think is really important in Legends, which is you shouldn't just analyze your fails. Some people only look at their fails, but it's really important that every single attack is an overwhelming triple. And so if you do anything wrong at all, you want to make sure you analyze that and make sure that you improve on it next time, even if it is a triple. All right, last base here. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's the same base again. So I'm just going to hit it the same way. Starting my RC down here. Gonna let her path up to that multi-archer tower. And once the bomb tower goes off, then we will recall her. And I'll make sure on this side that I use my queen ability a little bit earlier, so that side gets funneled. I think there was an air mine here, so I'm gonna use a super barb instead. And I'll just recall her there. I don't need any more value. Ice Golem here, king, queen. Actually, I'm gonna use 2 Ice Golems at the start here because there's a bunch of damage here for my king alone to face, so don't want him to get overwhelmed. Then roots in here. I can use an early rage if I need to, because there's some damage here that's pretty big damage. But all right, king ability now. I just want to open up everything, push my roots. Nice, this is perfect. Roots are going into the core. That's what we want to see. And then warden ability is everything enters into that area. Queen ability now because we want her to take out that stuff as well. And then even though there's not a lot of value for the overgrowth, gonna overgrowth that because that funnels all my troops back into the same area up top here. Nice. This is looking really good for us. Using these on the top to support. And yeah, this space is crushed, man. Definitely improved on the last hit that I did. Because my roots went straight into the rage compartment instead of to the town hall. So now I have so many troops left up still. Pretty much cleared out the entire base with this, just like the wide side of the base here. And I'll use the last freeze on the, what is that called? The monolith. If it targets anything. So it's targeting my queen. Yeah, I'll use it there. Make everything safe. And yeah, another 320 day. This is officially 1 week of no fails. This attack is so good. This is the best offense I've ever had in Legends. 320 day today and 320 day yesterday. Also 320 on defense, so that's not great. But regardless, just showing off the power of this attack and hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Please check out both of the Discord servers that I link in the video description. My own server for the exclusive videos and the bases next season, and also Tapin's server for his bases this season. And also check out his YouTube channel as well. He posts really good dragon videos. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.